right, it is knife time. Today, I'm gonna get into 3 knives that, you know, I'm sure one of them's available that you can get out there in the world, but these are just like 3 knives that are kind of special to me, that are near and dear, and I enjoy them a lot. The first one is this little Necker. I believe the dude called these scrappers because he made them out of scrap. There was this guy that was on Instagram years ago. I've had this for close to a decade. Named Number One Jimmy Pie. And he was in the UK, and he made really cool custom tactical style knives. And this is one of his little scrapper knives, and I saw it, and I wanted some of his work, and I wanted to get more of his work, but he just disappeared. Which, you know, I deleted my Instagram and everything too, so I don't know if he ever came back around. But this here, and it's stained and dirty because I carried this around my neck or in my pocket for years. It was in my car for years, in the cup holder, everything. I believe it was D2, if I recall correctly. But this little guy, this is just one of my little favorite things. It is such a, and it's sharp. It's sharp. And I've never even touched the edge, and I have cut open packages and boxes and strings and cut paracord with it, and just all the things you do with a little knife. And even it's so small, but man, you can just pinch grip it with your first 2 fingers there, even 1 finger, and it's a good little positive thing for getting chores done and stuff. And I'm sure if you needed to in a pinch, this could get somebody off you. But yeah, shout out to Jimmy Pie, man. Dude, if anybody knows whatever happened to that dude, or dude, if you ever see this, man, I miss you. And I really used to love talking knives with you, and I really wanted to get a full-size knife off you. So if anybody ever finds that dude, let me know, please. I'd appreciate that. He did this really cool little Kydex sheath with that camel pattern, like a really cool camel pattern. You know, I could keep it on this piece of paracord because I used to wear it around my neck. But yeah, that right there, that's such a cool little thing. I really dig this, and it's well loved still. I keep this hanging in my multicultural corner, next to my necklaces and stuff that I like, my acrame. There it is, the Number One Jimmy Pie Scrapper. Really cool thing, man. If you guys ever see any of his work laying around, know that he does make really cool stuff. All right. The second one, I'm gonna get into the one that I know you can get probably out there. Look at this. Look at this big old bad swing guard boy. Look at this. Look at that blade. That nice blood groove. This is an AKC, Italian made switchblade with a lock back, which I appreciate that. This is a really cool knife. I love good old Italian made switchblades. They were the original bread and butter of my heart. When I was a kid, boy, all I wanted to do was get a bunch of switchblades. Now I have a grip of them. And they're legal? How cool is that? Well, where I'm at, check your local laws. I know in Washington State that switchblades are illegal to even own, which is crazy. This is special to me. I have a bunch of switchblades, but this is one of my very most favorite ones because it was given to me by one of my closest friends that I've been friends with for pushing 30 years now, my good buddy Pirate Bill. And he watches, so thank you for this, Pirate Bill. I really appreciate this knife, and it goes on adventures with me from time to time. It's got that really cool lanyard hole. And these swing guards, boy, they're such a beautiful thing. You know? Look at that. Boop. Shika-deep. What? I really like this knife. I hang it on the, I've been making all these magnetic displays and stuff around the house the last few months, and this one is like really proud right on my wall, right before you go into my office at my house here at Junker Forge. And it's got synthetic black with the smoky marbling through it. Hey man, good old Italian made switchblade. These are fun. These are entertainment. This is like better than having a video game app on your phone, in my opinion. I could sit and play with this thing all day long. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, man. I love a good old switchblade. It's, to me, like, the old switchblades, they're bounced so well, it's like they're designed to be played with, you know? Play mumble to peg, do the things. Yeah. Man, thank you once again, Pirate. I really love this thing. It feels so good, and like you can hold it back here and get like some extended reach. Tremendous reach, as Lynn Thompson would say. You get tremendous reach when you hold it in this. Yeah. Look at that pretty thing. I believe it's stainless, which it's probably 440. That's rad. So many knives are 440. That knife steel stuff out there where everybody be tripping on knife steel is a silly thing, man. This thing will cut meat, and that's all it needs to cut. Maybe some cheesecake, and it'll do both. Right there. AKC. They're really cool little switchblades from the Italian land. And this one here, it's feeling a bit parched. And this, I got in a thrift store in Angels Camp, California. One of my all-time favorite places to ride my Harley up to. And there's a little corner bar up there. I pop in, I'll have a beer. And one day I was wandering around this thrift store they had that closed. And I saw this, and it was in the back of the kitchen section, and it was in like a container, and it said knives 50 cents. I got this for 50 cents. And boy, let me tell you, this thing has been through it. And when I first got it, I thought that it was like an old Ontario or nothing, or something. But I do not see any marking on it. It looks like there might have been some marking there in the long ago. And as much as this blade has been sharpened away, the marking could have been elsewhere. And this was a made knife, not by a person, I don't think, because if you look, it's got that top swedge. This is an amazing example to me of a pre-1900 knife. This is about what dudes would carry. Look at this. This looks like the knife that Bill the Butcher taps his glass eye with when he's talking to Leonardo DiCaprio about his dad after he bones down Cameron Diaz. Remember that? That's what this knife reminds me of. This is Bill the Butcher right here. Look at those rivets. Look at all that corrosion and years of gunk. And I mean, if you look at that blade is stained with what I'd assume would be bodily fluids. I assume this was used in someone's kitchen for years and years and years, and sharpened over and over and over again. There's something about this knife that just calls to me, and I think that's the fact that it's been so well used. You know, back in the olden times, people didn't have hundreds of knives in their collections. People didn't have 5 knives in their collections, man. Professional butchers had a butcher's knife set, you know? Maybe. And it's just so rad that this is still around. to me. Like I said, I paid 50 cents for this. And this is seriously one of my most favorite objects. Because it has been around. It has seen stuff, man. This thing has vibe and energy. And it's not bad. It's just a tool that has been helping for probably well over 100 years. That is an old boy. I really dig it. That sun keeps getting in the camera. But look at that there. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting into some knife history starting Monday, I believe. And I was looking through some of my older stuff, and I keep this one front and center out and about because I just like to hold this thing from time to time. And when I was going through all the history books on knives and stuff over the last week and a half or so, this one really came to mind a lot. This is what dudes used to traipse around the mountains with. This is a testament to the fact that you do not need Magna Cut. I mean, look at that. That's less than an 1/8 inch. You know what I'm saying? This is a really, and this thing has probably done more knife work than any other knife in my collection. Special, good stuff. It ain't even that sharp, which means it's sharp enough. But yeah, the unknown badassery of this thing, I'll tell you. It's Wednesday, anything can happen day. You ever watch a Mickey Mouse Club? That's what that's from. It's anything can happen day. I hope everybody's having a great midweek. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to my business. My finger's getting better. Really happy about that. Gonna be able to get some work done soon, hopefully. Yeah, awesome. Look at that. Okay, boom. Boom. AKC Switchblades, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And you can get stuff like this out there still. Look around. And the #1 Jimmy Pie Scrapper. If anybody knows what happened to this dude, please let me know. I would appreciate it. He's a cool dude. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm gonna get the hell out of here.